Greetings, Cancer. Welcome to your Divinely Guided Rune reading here for the week. As usual, we will get a rune and a tarot card from your runic tarot deck and another rune of clarity for each position in your big rune reading here for the week. And at the end, as usual, we'll get a card of clarity from an oracle deck. This week, we're using the Soul's Journey Oracle deck, so stay tuned for that. The rune for the energetic past is Berkana. So blessings or challenges, just to remind you here of beginnings, of nurturing those new beginnings. Blessed or challenges with your blessings, a familial style type of nurturing, like a mother's love kind of energy. Blessed or challenge with that kind of energy in your life. Like that intuitive, creative know-how, creation type of energy as well. This is really strong nurturing and showing up and carrying forward a creative process kind of energy. So let's see what the card of clarity here is. The Hierophant reversed. So probably challenge or maybe just doing your own thing. Just not listening to the guidance of others. But Hierophant reversed here looks to me like that's a challenge here, maybe an attachment to an old idea, an outdated concept. Maybe you're stuck or you're not willing to accept another idea or change your mind on something. In order to nurture or move forward with this beginning sort of process from your energetic past. Take what resonates here, leave what doesn't. This is interesting. Right now, going through changes, finding that clarity. Dagas here is irreversible. This is dawning, the day. Transmutation energy of from night to day or day into night. And you're this energy in the middle where you can balance both the night and the day. The two cups, like the temperance, the cups of the temperance card in tarot, where you can be in the center of all the energy and none of the energy at the same time. The perfect calm of everything and nothing simultaneously. This is that kind of a stillness of the infinite clarity where you're kind of influenced by that kind of an aha moment, could be. Or also like this recognition of this energy around you where you are looking like a butterfly emerging from a chrysalis in your own story. Queen of Pentacles clarifies here. Looking like you're stepping into your own authority, into that new nurturing. Let's see what the now is here, though. With the Queen of Pentacles and Dagas here, it looks like you are seeing where you are very clearly where your abundance is, where your investments lie, how you're transmuting, like the processes that you have in place. Your stability, where you place your abundance, your values, right? Where you hold those sort of labels and definitions and everything are all hunky-dory, it seems like. Looks like Awaz here for the horse rune is the rune of clarity. So this is like a pilgrimage, a spiritual recharge kind of energy. Looks like maybe you're taking this in recognition of an energy, maybe needing to understanding you need to have that balanced energy of leading and being led reciprocatively in order to adapt into your sense of flow and your abundance. But this is indicative of an energetic source that's proven itself to you throughout your life. So this could be a relationship with your inner child, with an aspect of yourself, with divine source, with a coworker, with a significant other, with the familial style type of energy, maybe with the clan style type of energy, maybe with that identity type of energy. Yeah, take what resonates here, leave what doesn't. But this is that sort of with this clarifying dagas. I think maybe you, if you are on an adventure right now with Queen of Pentacles clarifying it, all of it, it feels like you are feeling pretty stable in this. That even if you are checking in, just making sure that you are grounded and that you're in that ability to recognize the dualistic kind of dichotomy energies within everything. So in your near future, yeah, more of that spiritual recharge energy. So you're kind of carrying that energy with you. You know you're kind of in that kind of a mission, so to speak, right now here, Cancer. So you have Awaz here, the horse rune, that energetic source that's proven itself to you throughout your life, like our man's best friend, the horse. All right. So with this in your near future, yeah, feeling like that whole spiritual recharge, that refreshing. You could be actually in the process of traveling to a spiritual recharging place to you. Now that could mean a lot of things. It could mean Machu Picchu or Stonehenge, like an actual spiritual place of power. Or it could mean to other people an ice cream shop, whatever tickles their ego, right? So take what resonates here, leave what doesn't. But here in the card clarifying this in your near future, it's the Six of Cups, like that kind of feeling, like that completion energy with your clan, kind of nurtured energy. So that nurturing that might have felt maybe even challenged or tested, or maybe had to step into, maybe fill in and step into some authority here. It comes out to pay off here in your near future. This is just going to take a moment to unfold, but it will be very much affirming for you and emotionally fulfilling. And you're going to be able to see it reflect in not just your life, but your family or your clan's life, right? Your spiritual family, your clan family, your however you resonate with that, right? And that's a beautiful sort of an outcome to look forward to here, Cancer. This has to relate with your sense of legacy. What's transitory versus what's perpetual? What are you leaving behind? What's your lasting foundation that you're leaving behind for others to know you by, or for your future generations to build their legacies from, right? Clarified here with Six of Cups and the Horse Rune. The rune of family and legacy, foundations, inheritance, that sort of grounded sense of stability. This like a really abundant, we can just stop the reading here. This is this beautiful energy to be in. But let's see what your reading here is saying for your influence for right now. Influence right now is the rune of Odin's rune. Not every reader uses Odin's rune, but I do. That's like the patch that covers Odin's eyes. So that's something that's either hidden from you or something that you already know, Cancer, okay? So I pulled out another rune set. We'll get another rune of clarity at the very end from a completely unused set here at the end. So this is clarified with the card, though, Seven of Cups, a lot of choices. You definitely can have a lot of sense of variety and choices about you and in your life right now. Where do you go for your emotional fulfillment? Where do you invest your energy? Who invests energy for you? What are they offering? And vice versa, and really kind of making sure you're making the wise decisions. Yeah, you want to make the right steps in nurturing in healthy directions. You in this new beginning that you're in, this yeah, you're influenced by that for sure. And you want to do this the right way. You want to do right by it. I can see you out there, Cancer. This is beautiful. I know you have good intentions and that you want to show up for whatever this is that you started. Let some changes are needing to occur, but this is going to be leading to that spiritual recharge energy. Although that kind of shedding the layer might feel a little like it's a hidden opportunity or a hidden option. Um, but let's see what your advice for right now is. Stay grounded in your faith. You have Queen of Pentacles energy kind of right now anyway. So yeah, stay grounded in your faith. So Algies is the elk rune. These are your antlers to the elk, and this is your divine defense, divine connection, divine protection, and the line going straight down off the rune. That's very grounded energy. So this is like that defensive posture, knowing that you are, and this is a reminder here too, Cancer, that we're all divinely connected and divinely protected. Just have faith in your divinely guided path here, and really stick to it, even though you might have like a couple like unknowns or doubts about you right now, because you are in the process of the change. So you need to be gentle with yourself. Yeah, being gentle with yourself, meaning now is not the time to take action. Ace of Swords reversed. Stay grounded, stay in your faith, practice your faith. Okay, get into your practices, right? Like your meditation, mantras, things like that. Just focus on some of those sort of home style kind of practices, right? Instead of looking out to where you're going to act and where you're going to invest your energy outside of yourself. This is a good time to hone your faith, your skills, and your knowledge and your connection with your divine source. Clarified here with Naldis. Naldis is like now this, needs, constraints, limitations being met, balancing out what is a perceived want or a need, right? The difference between those two energies, or even a limitation, an actual limitation, or a perceived one, which is the same thing as what? A fear, right? So this is again readdressing that, like, no, you might think it's time to act, but this is like double checking, like, no, this is, let's check in with the faith here, stay grounded, just hone in our strengthen our faith and move forward that way, because you got this beautiful fulfillment and legacy building stuff here, and that beautiful horse rune in the future there. And the outcome of all this is thorough. Yeah, you're being very thorough with your like, because that's all the divine is saying, like, for you to even do right now. Just be thorough with your own energy, right? Be thorough with your faith, and you're going to feel like this in the outcome too. Like, yes, I am very thorough. I mean, you need to do that in order to have like a good foundation to support your legacy and your outcome, right? Maybe building that space to be that pilgrimage that your heritage comes to in the future generations. So thoroughly adopting that energy, right? Divinely guided and grounded energy. The hammer here can build, it can destroy, it can protect. Other people see it as the thorn or the giant. Either way, you want to address any of these energies very thorough, and they are very thorough energies. They're very deliberate and very now kind of energies, but when you get this in the outcome, this is like a thorough completion of what you set out to complete. This has been a lot of inner work. yeah, with that little bit of unknown, this has been a little bit of your inner work, like especially when you're being told to work on your faith so much. Yeah, no wonder. Yeah, you get the moon here, reinforcing this theoresis in your outcome. Um, Definitely, you're going to find a lot more within like meditation and your spiritual practices right now than anything else. Cancer. So let's see what your rune of clarity for the outcome here is. Super thorough. This is doing the tedious research, like to the point where you feel like you're falling asleep, and then doing even more research. It's dotting the I's and crossing the T's. It's reading the document 1,500 million times to make sure that it went through correctly, very thorough energy. And with the moon here, I think you're really adapting into uncovering of that hidden aspect of yourself and the ability to leave behind that lasting legacy. This is beautiful though. We've got two Theresas here and the moon. I can't make this up. So take this how this resonates here, y'all. You just, when I speak, it's just my intuition kind of leading my mouth. Here, so clarifying Odin's rune here with the influence energies here is your joy, your happiness, your clan flag of success here. Again, that's that Seven of Cups card underneath. Seven of Cups, Berkana, the Birch Goddess's rune, and Wunjo. Yeah, you want to pick the one that's going to be the most pleasurable. You want to pick the option that's going to be the most beneficial and the most, the least resistant and the least discomfortable, right? The most comfortable and the most joyful, the most blissful, the most nurturing, right? But not all the time do we get those sort of choices. But I think you are getting your answers to those choices by going within and really being thorough with, like, okay, is this a want? What are my priorities here? What's a need? What are my limitations? What are my fears? Soul's Journey Oracle deck for a message of clarity here at the end. These are messages straight from Source, straight from Spirit, directly to your spirit, directly to your soul. Divine, please show us clearly what message of clarity do you have for Cancer's divinely guided rune reading here for this week? What one card of clarity do you have for Cancer's divinely guided rune reading here this week? Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. And here you're kind of in this self-challenge. And a lot of times those are the hardest types of challenges when we are in those self-challenges. And you know what? You're not going to be the only ones to ever go through this. We all have these opportunities in our paths, right? So this adversity, though, it's a beautiful card of hope, of a message here for you. So let me read about it. Again, at the bottom it says that I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. So, okay, no one said life is going to be easy. Obstacles are presented to you so that you may overcome them. Now, Cancer, you will believe that you will, because you don't believe. If you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. Confidence comes to those who have succeeded in conquering adversity, and then have the next hurdle won't seem so daunting. So adversity is an opportunity for you to reach out to your soul family, that you are not alone in this time of challenge. If you need help, others are waiting to offer assistance. This test may have come to you in life to teach you to receive rather than to give. Namaste. Have a blessed and abundant week.